Welcome, all my friends. This is Rodney. I'm at just west of 65th Street on the Peninsula in Long Beach, California. This is Friday, July 31st, 2026. It is a little after 4:30, about 4:35 in the afternoon, and the construction crew is almost about to finish filling all the gaps at 66th Street and getting the levee to essentially what it looked like yesterday at this same time of day. They look like actually they're a little bit ahead of that, so it looks a little bit better today than it did yesterday. However, as we saw this morning, the uh, the seawall was overtopped overnight between 65th Street and beyond 66th Street, and so that means that tonight, I think there's going to be a similar problem. Uh, I was here earlier today, and the levee right here was lower. There was like a gap actually right here that was forming. They filled that in, and they've overall raised the height another 2 or 3 feet all the way along here from 66th Street out to match it where it is at 64th Street. So past 65th Street. So this was much lower all along here. There's still some low spots at 66th Street, and but if you compare the shots from last night around the same time, it kind of looks very similar. Um, but that wasn't adequate for last night. We'll see how it goes. Earlier today, when I was here around 11 o'clock, there were some really big swells coming in, and they weren't necessarily very large, but they were very frequent, and they were eroding this away very quickly. So as the tide comes up and starts to hit, especially this area right here, this is going to collapse very quickly. And then that's going to start eating away at this minute by minute as the tide begins to hit this. And I think a lot of this is probably going to deteriorate or dissolve essentially, and not be able to handle the periodic swells, probably all the way here to 65th Street. So that's what I suspect. I don't know. Maybe the swells have gone out, um, or died off from the storm. But I was surprised earlier today at how strong they still were, and I suspect that they're gonna form up again at some point as the tide comes in. For the time being, that is it.